of all, this is just a fun YouTube video that I'm doing. I somewhat know what I'm doing, but I'm not a professional, so this is just box dye. I don't know what the effect is going to be on her hair personally, but I know it's 100% human hair, and it's just cheap dollar store box dye. So I would not recommend you do this to any of your dolls personally. This is just going to be a fun YouTube video for me. So I do have gloves, which is nice, right? Some of you guys are always saying, you need gloves. So I have gloves. There's my forever sitting Coca-Cola in the background. So we have this gorgeous doll right here. She's got nice long brown hair, and we're gonna dye it black, like solid, like a really smoky black color. And we have some box dye, really, really cheap box dye. A very, very tiny, tiny bottle of stuff, but I need to turn on a light because, we need to have some good lighting, right? There we go. We have some good lighting. So we have some cheap box dye. We have some color developer thing situation. We have the little tube that you color. If you color your hair a lot, the little tube goes in there. We have an actual brush. We have some gloves. So I have like these massive, huge gloves that came with this cheap dye set. So we're gonna dye her hair. I don't know. I just feel like she needs like a change. I'm tired of her being brunette, and I want to change her hair. And she does have human hair, so she should respond good, but I don't know what the results are going to be. And he did say about 45 minutes for time thing, right? It does come with directions. We're going to dye her hair, I think, right? It says 30 to 45 minutes. Any mixture goes onto skin, something, wipe it off with a moistened towel. For best results, cream mixture should be applied within 38 minutes of mixing. So you have to kind of mix everything together. We're going to be using some gloves. I mean, beauticians will cringe as I'm doing this because I'm not a professional, and this is going to be a mess. She's basically made just like a mannequin. If you've ever dyed a mannequin, it's the same hair stuff or whatever that they use for the mannequins. It's basically the same thing. So, and she's kind of like the same material. The head feels like a mannequin. I don't know how to explain it, but she feels realistic, okay? I should probably leave the gloves off, but you can see like they do fit my hand for a change. That's really strange, isn't it? So these huge, gigantic man gloves will fit you. So we're gonna take our cream, and this is a very, very small amount of cream, you guys, okay? So this is like not something that you would buy from things. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Let me make sure. I need to wipe off the camera. That would help out, huh? Get a shirt or something. We're gonna wipe off this camera, make sure you can see everything, because I don't want you to miss anything. This is gonna be a fun video. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's clearer. So we have our developer. This is from a dollar store, so I don't recommend you buy this or put this in your hair. This is very, very dangerous. This is not proper hair dye, in my opinion. This is like, I don't know. I'm going to see. Hopefully her hair doesn't start smoking or anything like that. Should happen. What is this? Okay, so I'm guessing you poke it right here, I think. We don't know what we're doing, but we're going to figure it out together. Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe you're supposed to screw it down all the way. We don't know. We're going to figure this out together. So I got this from a dollar, so I'm not expecting good results, but I'm expecting, decent, pretty good results, right? Yeah. So that goes in there. And this is the cream color, and this is the developer. Now, I do have a towel laid down so it doesn't stain anything that's going on. So, we're going to do this, so it should be fun. So we have the cream going in there. It's a very, very large bottle of cream that's going in here right now. So this is a cream color. I got it from the dollar store, and I'm just curious to see how good this actually works. And if it could save you guys money, I mean, it's a little bitty bottle of dye, but I mean, if it could save you a couple dollars, why not, And this is from the dollar store, so I don't know. Okay, hopefully it's all in there. You can see the cream in there now. Okay, good. Okay, screw the cap on. And this is by any means not anything professional, so, just gonna mix it all up, They do have the little top on there, so it's good that it's on there, right? I'm gonna mix this together. And this is enough to do her hair, definitely. But as far as an adult is concerned, like, you'd have to have a couple of bottles. These are such tiny bottles in person. I have some color on my hand, great. But this is a very, very tiny, tiny, tiny bottle of hair color, okay? This is my hand, and this is the hair color. It's literally so small, okay? Very, very tiny. So this is definitely not enough for an actual human being, but for her, yeah, I think it's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna be using my hands, and we have a little color brush just to be fancy, you know. Okay. This is a developer. Hopefully everything's mixed. And we're gonna put the gloves on, so it should be fun. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video. I don't know if this is relaxing for some of you guys, but it might be, right? Okay. Surprised that the gloves actually fit my gigantic man hands, because man gloves usually are not a thing. Is this like ASMR with these gloves though? Probably. Okay, so let's start. I'm gonna kind of position her. And she is vinyl, so shouldn't have no issues there with staining. As far as I know, she's not greased down because she's not an actual person, because she's made like a mannequin, so she should be okay as far as the dyeing process is concerned now. And she does have heat damaged hair. I mean, she doesn't have any oils in her hair right now. She's just, you know, she's a situation. Okay. We're gonna color her all over because she has no actual scalp, so it should color easy. I know you're supposed to dye the ends first and then work your way to the roots, but because she has no heated scalp, it's gonna color all the same regardless. So I'm just gonna go in and just color her hair. But typically you would want to start from the ends and work your way, and then go in and hit the roots. But she has no scalp, so she's like a dummy basically. You have to put the dummies underneath the hot stuff to get it going. Like, I'm gonna just color it and see what happens. Ooh, it's messy. So we're gonna see the chemical reaction that happens. Oh yeah, it's already turning black. That's crazy. Wow. And we're gonna be using the hair color. It's already getting darker. I don't know if it's because it's wet or whatever, but it's already gotten darker. That's insane. And we should have enough to do this doll's head. And if you know, like, if this ain't enough to do this doll's head, you already know that, like, it ain't gonna be enough to do your whole entire head. But we're just hitting it with the dark color, and it should be fun. I'm gonna do a pretty thorough job because, you know, I want her to look amazing, obviously. We're doing her ends right now, and we're gonna hit her roots as we go. So, and it takes about 45 minutes to develop the color itself, but I could see it's already developing. That's crazy. So let's hit her little ends, and hopefully you'll be able to see everything, right? Try to do a pretty thorough job in this. The gloves may annoy some people, but can't really help that, so sorry about that. So I'm just gonna hit her ends. I don't really know what I'm doing, so just pray for me that it'll all just come out good, you know. This is a really, really cool doll. I don't recommend you dye her hair, but I'm doing it because for video purposes, you know. This is kind of an expensive doll to be doing stuff like this. So let me make sure we get all of our hair out the way, because we have a little clip on the top also, so to keep all of our hair out the way. Just need to make sure we hit them roots really good, you know. I'm gonna make sure we get everything. It is turning already. That's crazy to me. It's like turning really good already. Honestly, they need to make dolls like this, like dolls that you can color and then you can do things to, rather than just curling and straightening, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen. And I know she was dyed prior to me receiving her, because I know she can handle color, so. As you can see, I'm just running my comb through it. This comb came from a mannequin that I bought. One of my human-haired mannequins that I bought from AliExpress came with this. So this section's done. I'm gonna twist it. Okay, we good. Simple as that. I'm gonna take really thin sections because I want it to be thorough, and it's not really, you know, I'm gonna say, let me back up this camera so you can see what I'm doing. And take another section to right here. And we're just gonna go little by little. And that's all you gotta do, very simple. I don't know if this is entertaining, but this is what I'm choosing to do today. Okay. This is so cool that you could like dye her hair. I think it's a possibility to actually dye her hair. You know what I'm saying? Because it's human hair. Like, why wouldn't you be able to dye this hair? You know? So I'm just gonna go at it and just color her hair, and hopefully it'll all come out good. After all, this is a salon doll, so why wouldn't you be able to color her hair? I don't know. That's just what I'm saying, but I may be wrong. And all of her hair just might fall out, so just be prepared. So, by the way, this color is black. So if you're just joining, she's gonna go from like a caramel honey blonde to the color of black. So that should be exciting. Just gonna kind of pass our fingers through everything, make sure she's good and colored, using the comb. You know, getting all in there with the dye. It's very, very important. And she will be sitting underneath that bonnet dryer that I have. If you guys know, I have a bonnet dryer. It's not my Salon Doll brand, but it works just as well, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna sit there and just color her hair. As you can see, no problem. 2 sections done already. I'm going very lightly with this dye. Just making sure I get all the sections done, you know. Nothing to it. This is probably not the right way to do it, but she has no scalp, so the heat situation, I know. So I don't know, we're gonna try this and see what happens. Okay, I've actually dyed mannequins in the past, so I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit as far as the dye situation. Like the box dye anyway, but we'll see. Okay, I'm dragging on her scalp. By the way, this dye, it smells really good though. It's not chemically smelling, which is surprising. I was surprised to learn that it wasn't really. It's strange to not have something smell like ammonia when you get it. And it's from the dollar store too, so you can't expect it to be like this glorious, you know, product in there, right? Trying to be thorough and get like her scalp really good. Her color should process pretty evenly considering the fact that she doesn't have a scalp, so we're gonna try this. Come on, come on. Yeah, kind of like, it's a cream color, so it's different, you know? I'm gonna see. It's gonna drag that color right on through. Very easy to comb through hair. Really nice, decent quality hair, okay? Okay, I'm gonna make sure we get her scalp and her roots. Make sure there's no dry patches. That's the main important thing, because then you're gonna have, see how it's kind of dry right there? I can't believe this is already like gone almost. This is definitely not enough to do your whole head. You would need to buy like 20 of these bottles. Okay. Awesome. So it should be fun. And as you can see, my comb is gliding through her hair, even with the stuff. She's losing some hair. We're gonna see how this is gonna turn out. I don't think it'll be bad for her, but I think it'll be a good situation. She kind of sheds naturally, but the chemical on top of that is making it even more possible for her to shed. So as you can see, she's pretty good, right? She's dyed, and she should be good. We're gonna keep going. Gotta kind of work kind of fast. So I think this is supposed to sit on our hair for 45 minutes. We're not gonna leave her under the dryer for 45 minutes. We just need enough to catch the heat. So we're gonna put a bag and put the heater on dryer for a few minutes, you know, and get her nice and ready. We gotta keep that heat on that scalp, right? If she had one. Okay. Should be fun. I mean, if this works, you know, go for it, but go for it at your own risk. I don't want to be responsible for you ruining your dolls that cost a lot of money, and you know, you just ruined them. Don't ruin them. I'm doing this for experimental purposes because I want to see if she actually responds to color, because this is chemically treated hair. It's got like keratin in it and everything, so I want to see how it responds to color. Okay. This is fun, right? I think this is a really, really cool doll. Just combing my comb through it as I'm going because I want to make sure she doesn't have any tangles. Because this doll is definitely prone to tangling. It loves to tangle. Okay, we're going to make sure we comb through it. Make sure we get all the tangles out, you know. Yeah, she is a little shed monster, aren't she? We're going to see how it responds to this dye. I'm so curious. Aren't you guys curious? Like, we know it's human hair, but how is it going to respond to dye if it's already chemically treated, you know? Okay, I'm going to use a comb. This comb definitely comes in handy, I would say. Okay, let's take another section right there. Twist it up. And I'm just going all the way up to her scalp. So, and this is black hair dye supposedly, so we're gonna see how dark it actually comes out. I'm so curious. Aren't you guys curious about how the color is gonna be? And this is, I don't know. We're gonna see what this happens, you know? Okay, scalp. And I know this is not the right way to do it, but this is the way that I'm choosing to do it. Because I'm curious to how she's actually going to respond to the color that's being applied to her hair since it's been chemically treated already. And we're going to incubate it, so don't worry. They said they want you to apply the cream, you know, just makes everything prettier. Okay. Lots of product is in her hair. Make sure we thoroughly comb it out. I want to make sure we can get through the hair. This hair is like prone to tangling when it's wet, so it's just a lot of fun. I still like her though. She's just prone to tangling. She just loves to tangle because it's human hair. And the keratin has been completely removed from her hair also, so I just want to see what it's going to do. Now, the thing is, you guys too, I won't be posting the final results until after she's dry. I posted on her community tab, and you guys will be able to see the final result, and I'll let you know how everything played out. But if you want to see the process of me dyeing her hair, you can continue watching because it's fun, right? By the way, you can give thanks in the comments in the things down below. If you're enjoying this video, you can tip with the little thanks heart because it's a cool thing to do. All right. You can see her hair is really healthy, but is she dry, you know? Here's what it is. Okay. Chemicals. And this is human hair. She should die, hopefully. Okay. And we're taking really thin sections, so make sure we get all the product through. It's very, very important that we do that. Okay, and I am no cosmetologist or beautician in any way. I'm just doing what I think is right. So she's completely almost died already. Okay, there we go. You're supposed to let it process, so about 45 minutes. So hopefully she'll be a really pretty black color, which I think would be an amazing color for her to be rich looking. Because the brown kind of washes her out and shows all of her damage, but I feel like the color black will be less damaging. I don't know, like you won't be able to see the damage basically. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna do her little scalp now. I'm gonna do this side first, detangle. It's very, very important that you detangle prior to doing this. I did detangle her hair, so that's why it's very, very easy to comb through. So I'm gonna do a little thorough job. You know, it's just important that you do that. And I don't know what I'm doing, and I could do it. So if I could do it, you guys can do it. But I would get a mannequin head versus this if you really want to color over and over and over, you know. Okay, get them roots, girl, really good. Drag that color down, baby. Okay, I'm gonna do a really, really thorough job. Okay, we know that section's covered. Let's get a nice little section, girl. So if it's enough for this little bitty doll, we should be good. Get them roots, girl. We gotta get the color in them roots. All right? hit the hairline afterwards, so don't worry about that. We will be hitting the hairline. Make sure she's all coated and nice and even. All right. Get this section all combed out. Just try to do a very, very thorough job if you're good at doing this, as you want your doll to look really gorgeous, right? And again, I don't recommend you do this because it may, all of the hair just might fall out from the chemicals because you don't know how it's going to respond. I'm doing pretty good though. I probably got her forehead's probably a mess right now, but it's okay. I think she'll be great. Oops. This is very, very thick color. It's a cream consistency, so you should be fine. And it's normal for her to shed. She usually does every time you wash her or brush her, especially when she gets older. You're gonna notice more and more shedding is happening, But because I'm using a chemical and I'm coloring her hair, it's pretty logical that she's gonna shed like crazy. Okay. I'm gonna get this section right here. Nice, it's good consistency stuff. Like I like that it's really a thick paste and it's not like watery. Like it's pretty good consistency. We're just combing it section by section, making sure we get all little creases of everything, Squirt a little bit more color. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. Just kind of dragging my fingers down. Fun. I don't think these dolls were made to be colored. That's the only thing. Like, you're going to have to do this at your own risk. Don't dye your doll's hair without your parents' permission, okay? So if you're little, don't do this to your doll. It's going to probably ruin her, but you'll learn from my mistakes, okay? Turn her head. Yeah, it's already darker. And look how dark it is. Look at the difference. So this color is definitely doing something. She might have a head of pretty black hair when she's finished. Look at the difference, you guys. That's crazy. Oh my God, it's working. So her chemical is responding very, very well to whatever's going on up here. We have a situation up here that we missed right there. So let me just tap that real quick. Okay, let's turn her this way so you guys can see. And she has a random black highlight right in the very front. Probably just hit it with something, I'm sure. Okay. And it says after about 45 minutes, you can wash it out. So you can see her hair's getting a little tangly and unruly. That's what she does. She likes to fight me. Okay. Let's hit them roots. And we're going to drag that color down, baby. So I already hit the roots from earlier. You guys seen it earlier when I dragged the color to the other side. All right. Just want to make sure you guys are seeing everything. That way, if this messes up, you'll know, like, okay, I can't do that to that doll, It's one of them little questions that I've always had. This is fun, right? Will it color? Apparently it will, because I see a big difference in her color right now. And this is black hair dye, so it should be definitely enough to do her hair, right? All right, let's hit this section. Again, this is not the proper way to do it, I know. Because, she doesn't have any scalp, and she's dying even without a scalp. That's crazy. The crazy thing is, like, she doesn't have any heat coming from her scalp, and she's already changing color. That's crazy to me. But I do want to add some heat on it, just to make sure everything works out good. All right, let's just hit this section real quick. This is a very, very thin section. Just hit it with the collar and just kind of drag the color down. It's probably not the best thing to do because her hair is probably really fragile and heat damaged, but we're going to see. It's going to be okay, don't worry. I'm not going to do anything bad to her hair, hopefully. Okay, let me make sure she's all covered now. Look at your client and make sure she's all covered around her ears and around her neck area. It's the main focal point of the face is around this area right here. I know that for sure. I actually used to dye my grandma's hair, believe it or not. So that's how I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. You know, you just want to make sure you color, don't miss anything, like around the areas of the face especially. You know, because this is where it's most prone to, dying. We're going to dye this. I want to make sure you get every little piece, okay? And I'm sure that this will not stain the vinyl because it's not actual material, it's plastic. And she's made kind of like a mannequin, so she's made pretty much the same as a mannequin head. So I'm seeing some dry spots, but we're gonna make sure we get all of that in there, We still got a little bit right here, we need to get all of this dye in there. Very, very important, right? That's crazy. Do you see the color difference? I don't know if it's because it's like wet. I don't know the deal, but it's definitely coloring. We might not even need to use the bonnet dryer. Like honestly, I think she'll be fine. It may come out like a dark brown, maybe. We'll see. This house is semi-hot. Like it's not like AC cold, but you could see how crazy it is. It's actually physically dyeing the hair black. That is amazing. Again, I don't know what color this is gonna come out looking like, but we're gonna let her sit for about 45 minutes now. So she did lose a strand or two of hair, which is normal, because when you dye your hair yourself, that's how much hair she lost, so a little bit. It doesn't seem to be from the dye, as far as I know, but we're gonna see in the future what happens. So we're gonna let her sit for about 45 minutes. I might actually comb through her hair too, just to make sure it's all dispensed right, you know what I'm saying? Well, we'll see. We might just clip it up. I'm sure it's fine because we've been combing the stuff through the whole time. So, like you do, you take your little clip after you dye your hair and you clip it all up. That's what we all do, right? We clip it all up, get it out of our face. This is something that happens, right? And it looks to be like it's going to work. I'm so happy right now. So I did all that in 27 minutes. And I still got a smidge left. Definitely would not be enough for your whole head because this tiny doll took about, they still got like that much left over, I would say, of the stuff. And again, this stuff does not come with any cream rinse afterwards, so you'd have to provide your own, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have your own cream rinse at home, so you'd have to, do it yourself. This would be an awesome product if they would make the doll, they'd sell hair color so you can dye the doll's hair, right? That's what I would think. So you can already curl it, you can flat iron it, you can blow dry it, you can wash it, shampoo it. Now apparently you can even dye it. We're gonna see. I'm glad that these gloves actually fit my hands. That's so crazy to me, like these gloves actually fit. This may be an ASMR video. And this dye comb worked really good though. I was able to section everything off and, paint it on and comb it through. This is pretty convenient. It came with one of my little mannequins that I got. And I still have a little bit of this left. And you're supposed to save this bottle. So save the bottle, don't throw it away. When you wash it, you will see if you missed any spots. And you go back in with the color that you saved and hit them spots. So definitely make sure you save the color bottle. Don't throw it away because you think you finished. Save the color bottle because you may have missed some spots. You don't know because it's all dark right now. But this is generic hair dye from the dollar store. Like literally, this was $1.25 for this. That's how cheap this stuff was, and it actually works. But we're gonna see how good. So about 45 minutes. We might do a part 2 of this video too. So this will be part 1, and then part 2 will just be like washing the hair. That's gonna be really cool. We're gonna let her sit for about 45 minutes, and she's gonna be gorgeous, you guys. So I'm very, very excited. So let me know what you guys think about this video, and just remember to like and subscribe, and you'll see more doll videos. I'll do more dyeing videos too, you guys. So I completely colored her hair. We're gonna come back in about 45 minutes once she's all developed. We're gonna shampoo and blow dry her hair and see what color it comes out looking like. I hope you guys are excited for that. Let me know if you like this video. Give thanks in the comments down below. It's a little heart. You can leave a little tip if you enjoy these hair coloring videos, and we'll do more. And again, I did this for fun. I don't recommend you do this to your doll itself because it may ruin your doll. So make sure you don't do this to your doll because it will probably ruin the doll because she's already has chemically processed human hair. And adding hair color on top of it may just ruin it, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll all come out nice. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And just remember to like and subscribe, and you'll see some results. Okay, bye-bye.